Happy morning, students. Today we are going to start a story from the book of class 10th. The name of the book is The Footprint Without Feet, and the name of the story is A Question of Trust. This story was written by Victor Canning. Victor Canning, he was the famous novel writer and he used to write thrilling stories even. This is a story about a thief. We all know that a thief steals for bread and money. But the story of this thief, the name of this thief is Horace Denby. He is not the thief who is stealing for bread or money. But as he was fond of reading, so he used to steal money to buy rare and expensive books. Presently, when the author introduces him in the story, he introduces him as a man of 50-year-old, and he uses two adjectives for him, that is, he was a good and honest man. If we see his present life, then we can say that yes, he was a good and honest. But if we see his past, then he cannot be called as an honest man because he was a thief. Now see, firstly we will talk about his present. He is a 50-year-old man. He is unmarried. He has a business of making locks. वो ताले बनाता है, and he could earn so much of profit that can be sufficient for him to hire 2 servants. In his house, he lives with a housekeeper who is always worried over his health. Why? Because his health disorder is he is suffering from hay fever. What is hay fever? Hay fever is an allergy on account of pollen or dust. हम कई बार देखते हैं लोगों को अचानक फूलों की वजह से नाक बहने लगती है, छींकें आने लगती है, आंखों में पानी आने लगता है. तो that means hay fever is an allergy caused by pollen or dust, and that results in nose running or watery eyes, and the person keeps on sneezing and sneezing. So here he was suffering from hay fever. That is his health disorder. And now let's talk about his past. I told you that 15 years back he was sentenced for the first and the only time for imprisonment, and he had to serve his sentence as an assistant librarian. That means he was given the punishment to work in the prison library. And what was the crime for his imprisonment? That was a robbery at Shotover Grange. I told you that he was a thief, and he usually showed himself as a meticulous planner. For any kind of robbery, he planned so well that nobody could catch him, and he was only caught for one time, and that was at Shotover Grange. For any of the thievery, we have to plan in all of these points, that where we have to rob, where should I go for the robbery, where is the family member at present, at what time I should go for the robbery, how many family members are there in that family, what is the name of any pet, if there is any pet, maybe a dog or a cat or anything. So the thief has to collect the name of the dog even, and where are the wirings, like where is the burglar alarm, where is the fire alarm, such alarms, and even telephonic wiring, so that they cut the wirings and that will be safe for the robbery steps. And where is the safe where they can get the money for the robbery. And this is the most important, that how much money they can get from the house. That means how much worth of the jewels. So here And what is the intention behind such robberies for this Horace Denby? Because he was fond of reading, and with this money, whatever he stole, that money he used to buy rare and expensive books, and he never went himself to buy the books. He had an agent for that who could arrange the expensive books for him, and he used to keep them into his house. Most important that how much money they can get from the house. That means how much worth of the jewels. So here, and what is the intention behind such robberies for this Horace Denby? Because he was fond of reading, and with this money, whatever he stole, that money he used to buy rare and expensive books, and he never went himself to buy the books. He had an agent for that who could arrange the expensive books for him, and he used to keep them into his house. This is the story now. Here, how he did the robbery at Shotover Grange. What do you mean by the word Grange? Grange is a place where Grange is a house which is surrounded with small number of houses, and generally it is full of beautiful rooms and beautiful decor. This robber, Horace Denby, he had read about the house, this Shotover Grange, in a magazine even. And when he was doing the thievery at the house, he was really shocked that how the people can be such careless that they give the whole description about their house even in the magazine. And it is even written in the magazine that the chef was kept behind a miserable painting. That means the presence of the chef in the house is also described in the magazine, which can be a very great help to a thief. So here this Horace Denby, he planned and went for the robbery. And why he planned such? Because just in the coming time, 3 expensive and grand books were about to be launched, and he wanted to buy those 3 books. So for that he needed huge sum of amount. So he planned to do a robbery. And the most important thing for him that he stole only once in a year, not all the time, because he stole that much which could be sufficient for him to use the money for the whole year. And next robbery he will do in the next year. That means he robbed only once in a year. Let's discuss the plot of the robbery here. Firstly, he observed carefully how many family members are there, at what time the family goes out, how many servants are there, how many rooms are there, where is the kitchen, what is the pet there. There is a pet which is a dog, and his name is Sherry. And if you are a thief, then you must know how to deal with the pets. So here he knew that if I call the pet with the name and if I pet him, then definitely he will not make any sounds. So that same he observed carefully, and he came to know about the doorways and even the presence of the chef in the house. So everything he planned in a beautiful way, and later he came to know that the family is going out to London for 1 month and only 2 servants will be in the house. Now the day came which is the suitable day for him to go for the robbery, because this afternoon the servants are going for a movie, and he saw the servant keeping the key on the kitchen door. So he took the keys. Firstly he wore gloves, which is very important because he never left any footprints anywhere, because it will be a danger to be caught for him. So he collected the key by wearing the gloves. This is very much important, and you will see in this story that how gloves play a vital role, because here this Horace Denby, he was caught because the moment he robbed the house, that moment he forgot to wear his gloves. When he is collecting the key, he is wearing the gloves. But the moment when he robbed, that moment he had removed the gloves and that left the fingerprints everywhere. And it became a strong tool for the police to catch him. So he collected the key and passed through the doorways and reached to the room where there was the safe. Next, he went to the room, but when he entered the kitchen, then he found the dog lying there. As he saw the dog, he saw that the dog stirred. He started to make a noise, but at the same time, he called him with his name, Sherry, and started petting on him. The dog, he didn't make any sound. Further, he went and entered a room. But unfortunately, there was a bowl and which was full of fresh flowers. And now the hay fever started its work. He started sneezing because of the pollen of these flowers. And he was sneezing. He didn't care while sneezing because as per his notion, there was nobody in the house, so he could sneeze freely. Later, he kept his box and he wanted to find out the safe now, and he saw the beautiful pictures in the house. Firstly, what idea came to his mind? That I should take these rare pictures. It will be much beneficial for him as compared to books, as compared to the jewelry. So here, he planned to take the pictures. But later he thought that my room is not that big, which could keep the pictures in the house. So books will be better as per the size. Pictures are bigger as compared to the books. So here he decided to take the money and jewelry from the safe. And he kept his all the tools there. Continuously he was sneezing. So finally, a lady came from the upstairs and she asked, "Is it a cold or a hay fever?" The man is shocked. Horace Downby, he was not at all familiar that there is a family member in the house. As per his notion, there is nobody in the house. So now he is worried, he is scared that who is this lady? She was a pretty, beautiful, tall woman and she was wearing a red dress. When she asked whether it is a cold or a hay fever, then he answered that yes, it's a hay fever and I have the allergy. And though he had buried his mouth under the hanky, but that allergy was working and he was sneezing very loudly. Now this lady, she reminded him that you are sneezing so loudly that I came from the top of the room and you must go and consult with the proper doctor. So here we see that he encountered a lady in the house whom he considered as a family member. But now, as he came there for the thievery and the lady was also there, so it will be a hurdle for him that how he will go for the further plan. Now there is a conversation between the lady and the thief. This lady, we expect that with the presence of any thief in the house, any lady would get scared and she would start screaming and she will be really very much uncomfortable. But instead, we find that this lady is showing herself very kind and calm. She is talking to the thief in a very kind tone and she wants to know about his further steps. She is asking him that now tell me, what are you going to do, as I saw you and you are caught at the moment. Now what is your further plan? She even told him that I decided to go out to London for a month. But later I came back and it is really good for me that I came on time. Horace Downby, he was scared with this and he told that definitely I would not prefer to be caught by the police, because I hate prison. So I will cut all the telephonic wire, which will be a tool for you to call the police, and you will not be able to call police to arrest me. So she said that it will take much time. So anything else which you would like to do? Then he said ki I will do something to you for so that for 2-3 hours you will not be able to do anything. That made the lady very angry, and in an anger she asked, that means you would harm me, you would hurt me. Now the kind and calm tone got converted into a very harsh tone. She became angry. अब वो गुस्से से चिल्ला रही कि इसका मतलब तो तुम मुझे मार देते, तुम मुझे हर्ट करते और मेरा नुकसान करते, एंड द पर्सन लाइक यू शुड नॉट बी in the society, you must be arrested. Horace Downby, he got very much scared with the angry woman, and he started requesting that no, I didn't mean that, मैं आपको कोई हर्ट नहीं करना चाहता था, आप प्लीज़ मुझे यहाँ से जाने दीजिए. Because he wanted to leave the place at once, and he was getting irritated with this long conversation. उसको कोई जवाब देने को नहीं हो रहा था. He was not able to talk to the woman. तो वो अपनी nervousness में कुछ भी बोले जा रहा था. तो finally he wanted to go, and he was requesting the woman that you please let me go anyhow. But the woman, she is not ready to let him go freely, and she went to the fireplace. वो घर में इस तरह घूम रही है जैसे सच में ही वो एक फैमिली मेंबर है, एंड शी हरसेल्फ हैज कलेक्टेड द होल आइडिया अबाउट द हाउस. और हॉरेस डॉनबाय जो एक इतना अच्छा प्लानर था, वो फेल हो रहा है उस लेडी की बॉडी लैंग्वेज को स्टडी करने में, कि शी कैन नॉट बी द फैमिली पर्सन, शी मस्ट बी द अनदर थीफ इन द हाउस. वो यहाँ पर फेल हुआ है ये पहचानने में. और उस लेडी को वो जब देख रहा है तो शी इज़ गोइंग टू द फायर प्लेस एंड स्प्रेडिंग ऑल द ऑर्नामेंट्स. उसने अपने सारे ऑर्नामेंट्स को स्ट्रेच आउट किया वहाँ पर, एंड देन शी टुक अ सिगरेट फ्रॉम अ सिल्वर बॉक्स. और वो उसको जब सिगरेट अपने मुंह में लेने लगती है, दैट सेम मोमेंट हॉरेस डॉनबाय वेंट टू हर एंड ही ऑफर्ड हर द लाइटर टू प्लीज हर. वो ताकि खुश हो जाए और उसका गुस्सा कम हो जाए और वो किसी तरह से उसे मनाकर वहाँ से निकल सके. नाउ दिस लेडी, शी आस्क्ड दैट ओके, इफ़ यू वांट टू गो, व्हाट कैन यू डू फॉर मी? आई वांट सम हेल्प फ्रॉम यू, बिकॉज माय हस्बैंड, ही टोल्ड मी टू कीप ऑल द ज्वेलरी इन टू द बैंक, एंड आई couldn't, and today I want to wear all these jewelries for a party tonight. So please, I want the jewelry from the safe, but here she stops, and Horace Downby very foolishly he adds there, but you forgot the code. And she nodded, yes, I forgot the code. Can you agree with this, that a person from the family who knows the code number of the safe and she forgets the numbers all of a sudden? Here even Horace couldn't identify the woman as a thief, and he failed. Now he asked that okay, I will do a help to you. इतना अच्छा प्लानर था, वो फेल हो रहा है उस लेडी की बॉडी लैंग्वेज को स्टडी करने में, कि शी कैन नॉट बी द फैमिली पर्सन, शी मस्ट बी द अनदर थीफ इन द हाउस. वो यहाँ पर फेल हुआ है ये पहचानने में. और उस लेडी को वो जब देख रहा है तो शी इज़ गोइंग टू द फायर प्लेस एंड स्प्रेडिंग ऑल द ऑर्नामेंट्स. उसने अपने सारे ऑर्नामेंट्स को स्ट्रेच आउट किया वहाँ पर, एंड देन शी टुक अ सिगरेट फ्रॉम अ सिल्वर बॉक्स. और वो उसको जब सिगरेट अपने मुंह में लेने लगती है, दैट सेम मोमेंट हॉरेस डॉनबाय वेंट टू हर एंड ही ऑफर्ड हर द लाइटर टू प्लीज हर. वो ताकि खुश हो जाए और उसका गुस्सा कम हो जाए और वो किसी तरह से उसे मनाकर वहाँ से निकल सके. नाउ दिस लेडी, शी आस्क्ड दैट ओके, इफ़ यू वांट टू गो, व्हाट कैन यू डू फॉर मी? आई वांट सम हेल्प फ्रॉम यू, बिकॉज माय हस्बैंड, he told me to keep all the jewelry into the bank, and I couldn't, and today I want to wear all these jewelries for a party tonight. So please, I want the jewelry from the safe, but Here she stops and Horace Downby very foolishly he adds there, but you forgot the code. And she nodded, yes, I forgot the code. Can you agree with this? That a person from the family who knows the code number of the safe and she forgets the numbers all of a sudden? Here even Horace couldn't identify the woman as a thief and he failed. Now he asked that okay, I will do a help to you. So here Horace Downby, he offered the lighter to him, but before that he removed his gloves. उसने अपने ग्लव्स निकाल दिए और लाइटर लेडी के पास लेकर गया उसे खुश करने के लिए, ताकि वो अपने गुस्से को भूल जाए और उसे वहाँ से इजीली जाने दे, पुलिस को भी ना बुलाए. लेडी गॉट हैप्पी विद हिज एक्ट और उसने कहा कि ओके, आई वॉन्ट द ज्वेलरी बिकॉज आई वॉन्ट टू वेयर इट टू नाइट एंड आई फॉरगॉट द कोड्स. हॉरेस के लिए बहुत अच्छा मौका था. He said, okay, I will unlock the safe for you, but it will take 1 hour at least, and your safe may get damaged. She said, okay, no problem. I will get it repaired within a month. So finally, Horace Downby, he unlocked the safe, and at this moment, he was not wearing gloves. That means his fingerprints that were printed on the lighter, on the table, on the shelf and even on the jewelries. So many of the articles in the house that carried his fingerprints. He gave the jewelry to the lady and asked her to let him go. The lady promised him that okay, I will not inform any police, you can go now. He left the house promising the lady that I will never plan any further robbery at any place. So he left the house. For coming 2 days he didn't plan any robbery. On the 3rd day he was about to plan a robbery for the safe because he really wanted those 3 books which were to be launched in the coming months. So on the 3rd day, instead of the plan, he saw that the police arrived at his house. He was shocked to see the police, and the police was along with an old lady. She must be of 60-year-old, grey-haired, with a tough tongue, and the police was there to arrest him. He was shocked. For what they came there to arrest him, and finally he came to know that the police was there to arrest him for the robbery at the Shotover Grange, and he was shocked that how the lady, the owner of the house, could do that, because she promised him that she will not inform any police. So he told the police that the owner herself told me to unlock the safe and I did her, I followed her. The owner was with the police and she said, no, I never told you to do that. How could you say this? Now everything is cleared to Horace Downby कि अच्छा, तो this lady is the owner of the house and the tall girl was pretty enough. She was not the owner, she was the another thief of the house. So how he was outwitted, how he was befooled by the another thief in the house, that is the whole story of this chapter. And this Horace Downby, who was a meticulous planner, failed to see the cunning plan of the lady of the another thief. And how this author has placed the title A Question of Trust, because any of the persons whom we meet in the daily life, there is always a trust. हम जिससे भी पूरे दिन में मिलते हैं, हमारा एक छोटा सा विश्वास तो उस इंसान से जुड़ता है, लेकिन वो विश्वास किस तरह टूटता है, दैट इज़ द इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग हियर. यहाँ पे हॉरेस किस तरह एक लेडी से मिलता है, उससे प्रॉमिस करता है कि आई विल नेवर डू एनी रॉबरी फर्दर, आप प्लीज़ पुलिस को इन्फॉर्म मत करना. उसने भी ये कहा कि हाँ, मैं पुलिस को इन्फॉर्म नहीं करूँगी. वो उसके ऊपर ट्रस्ट करके चला जाता है, विश्वास करके वहाँ से चला जाता है, बट उसका विश्वास कैसे टूटता है, वो उसको किस तरह धोखा देती है, उसको मूर्ख बनाती है. ही वॉज डिसीव्ड बाय द वुमेन. सो दैट इज अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ ट्रस्ट इन द स्टोरी. We have completed the plot of the story, A Question of Trust, about Horace Downby, who was a thief, but he was not a typical thief who would steal for money or bread. He stole he stole from the rich people. He never did any harm to anybody. He stole the money and used that money to buy the books because he was fond of reading, and he usually bought rare and expensive books with the theft money, and that money he usually stole from the rich people, and he himself never went to buy the books. He had his agent for that. और एजेंट क्या करते हैं, वो अगर जितना अमाउंट का बुक्स है तो उसका कम ही वो उस पर्सन को देंगे. जैसे फॉर दिस प्रेजेंट रॉबरी एट द शॉट ओवर ग्रेंज, जो उन्होंने शॉट ओवर ग्रेंज में चोरी करने की कोशिश की थी और फिर वहाँ पकड़े गए थे, तो उस शेफ में 15,000 पाउंड्स की ज्वेलरी थी. तो उसने वो गैस क्या किया है वहाँ पे चोरी करते समय कि इसमें 15,000 की जो ज्वेलरी है उसमें से मुझे 5,000 ज्वेलरी का अमाउंट मिलेगा, क्योंकि बाकी का तो एजेंट रखेगा खुद. और उस 5,000 पे वो बहुत खुश था बिकॉज दैट विल बी सफिशिएंट अमाउंट फॉर द होल ईयर, एंड इट वुड बी सफिशिएंट फॉर हिम टू बाय दोज रेयर एंड एक्सपेंसिव बुक्स विच वर कमिंग इन द नेक्स्ट मंथ्स. Let's discuss some of the important questions now. First question is, why was Horace sentenced to prison? So here we have to write the incident of the robbery at the Shotover Grange 15 years back. At present he is 50-year-old, but he was present 15 years back because of the robbery at the Shotover Grange. वहाँ पे आपको सब कुछ लिखना होगा कि किस तरह से वो वहाँ पर प्लान करके पहुँचा है. उसने चोरी करने की कोशिश भी की है, लेकिन कैसे एक लेडी ने उसे मूर्ख बनाया और लास्टली पुलिस उसे पकड़ लेती है. नेक्स्ट, हाउ डिड हॉरेस प्लान टू रॉब द शॉटओवर ग्रेंज? किस तरह से उसने प्लान किया? उसने मैगजीन में शॉटओवर ग्रेंज के बारे में पढ़ा है. ओके, उसने फैमिली मेंबर्स का पता किया, हाउ मेनी फैमिली मेंबर्स आर देयर, कितने सर्वेंट्स हैं हाउस में, कितने वायरिंग कहाँ कहाँ पर है, जो अपना बर्गलर अलार्म है, फायर अलार्म है, टेलीफोनिक वायर्स है, वो सब कहाँ है, किचन कहाँ है, सर्वेंट्स की कहाँ लगाते हैं, एवरीथिंग. सर्वेंट्स का क्या डे रूटीन होता है, डॉग का नाम क्या है, डॉग क्या बिहेव करता है, कैसे वो शांत होता है, ईच एंड एवरीथिंग ही स्टडीड, ही प्लान्ड इन अ वे which could be helpful for him for the robbery. Next question is, what were the hurdles for Horace? What do you mean by hurdles? रुकावटें, कि उसकी चोरी में कौन कौन सी रुकावटें आई. First hurdle was the presence of the flowers, fresh flowers, and because of those flowers he started sneezing. Okay, और sneezing sound की वजह से ही वो लेडी ऊपर से वहाँ पर पहुँच गई थी. हालांकि वो एक वहाँ एक और चोरी थी, वो वहाँ की मालकिन नहीं थी जैसा कि उसने अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस किया, बट शी वॉज द अनदर थीफ. लेकिन वो उसकी स्नीजिंग के साउंड को सुनकर उस रूम तक पहुँच गई थी. तो दैट फर्स्ट हर्डल वॉज द प्रेजेंस ऑफ द फ्रेश फ्लावर्स, जिसके पोलन एलर्जी की वजह से उसको छींकना शुरू हो गया. एंड द सेकेंड हर्डल वॉज द प्रेजेंस ऑफ द लेडी. वो लेडी की प्रेजेंस की वजह से जिस रॉबरी को प्लान करके वहाँ पे पहुँचा था वो नहीं कर पाया. सो दीज टू यू हैव टू मेंशन हियर. नेक्स्ट, व्हाट क्लूज डिड द लेडी लीव टू शो हरसेल्फ एज द अनदर थीफ? वो बहुत ही कनिंग वे में उससे बात कर रही है, लेकिन फिर भी उससे कुछ ना कुछ गलतियाँ ऐसी हो रही है जिससे अगर हॉरेस दिमाग लगाता तो वो पता कर सकता था कि ये यहाँ की ऑनर नहीं है. जैसे कि शी डिडंट फियर टू सी द थीफ इन द हाउस. शी वॉज रिएक्टिंग इन अ वेरी काइंड एंड काम tone, and then she was wandering in the house. Okay, and she was taking too much time to talk to the thief. Instead of screaming for the help, she took her time to know the plan of the thief and to know the skills of the thief. And यहाँ तक कि उसने ये भी जान लिया है कि वो किस तरीके से शेफ को खोलने जा रहा था. दैट मीन्स वो ये जान चुकी थी कि ये शेफ को खोल सकता है, ये कोड्स को आइडेंटिफाई करने में मास्टर है. इतना सब करने के और जब लास्ट में वो एक सेंटेंस बोलती है कि आई रियली लाइक द रॉन्ग काइंड ऑफ पर्सन्स, इस सेंटेंस से भी हॉरेस उसको पहचानने में फेल हो जाता है. रॉन्ग काइंड ऑफ पर्सन्स किसको पसंद आएंगे? जो खुद रॉन्ग होंगे. तो हियर ही शुड आइडेंटिफाई हर एज अनदर थीफ, जबकि वो फेल हो गया. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, व्हाट मेड हॉरेस टू टेक द लेडी एज द ऑनर ऑफ द हाउस? अब यहाँ है कि वो उसको क्यों ऐसा लगा कि वो लेडी ही उस घर की मालकिन है। द फर्स्ट थिंग, जब उसने अपने जब जैसे ही वो एंटर हो रही है, शी एंटर्ड द हाउस विद द डॉग शेरी। शेरी के साथ वो उस रूम में एंटर हो रही है और एंड वो शेरी कर क्या रहा है, ही इज रबिंग हिमसेल्फ विद द लेडी। वो जैसे हम देखते हैं पेट्स, वो अपनी पूंछ को हिलाते हैं, लिक करते हैं ऑनर को और रबिंग करते हैं अपनी बॉडी को ऑनर की बॉडी के साथ में। तो ही वॉज शोइंग हिमसेल्फ वेरी मच मिंगल्ड विद द लेडी। तो उसे ऐसा लगा कि यस, दिस लेडी इज द ऑनर ऑफ द हाउस and she was roaming in the room as if she knows each and every corner of the house. She went near the fireplace, she took the silver box and took the cigarette to smoke. तो ये सब जो उसकी हरकतें थी वो उसको शो करता है कि ये इस घर की ऑनर है। इवन उसने ये भी बताया कि आई प्लान टू गो आउट टू लंदन विद माई हस्बैंड विद माई फैमिली फॉर अ मंथ, लेकिन फिर मैं वापस आ गई। ओके, इवन ये भी कहती है कि मैंने हस्बैंड को प्रॉमिस किया था कि मैं सारी ज्वेलरी बैंक में रख दूंगी, बट अब मैं आज पार्टी में जाने की प्लान कर रही हूँ, सो आई वॉन्ट टू वेयर द ज्वेलरी टू नाइट इन द पार्टी। तो ये सारी जो कन्वर्सेशन थी एंड हर कॉन्फिडेंस वाइल टॉकिंग दैट मेड हॉरेस टू इन्फर हर टू टेक हर एज द ऑनर ऑफ द हाउस। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, हाउ वॉज हॉरेस डन बाय आउटविटेड बाय द लेडी थीफ एट द शॉर्टओवर ग्रेंज। आउटविटेड मीन्स मूर्ख बनाया गया। कैसे उसको उस लेडी ने मूर्ख बना दिया। तो आपने देखा है, हमने जैसे जैसे स्टोरी में स्टडी किया कि कैसे हॉरेस एंटर हुआ है हाउस में चोरी करने के लिए। वो लेडी आती है, उसने पहचान लिया है कि ये इस घर में चोर है, लेकिन उसने ये जाहिर नहीं होने दिया कि शी हरसेल्फ इज द अनदर थीफ इन द हाउस। एंड हाउ स्मार्टली शी मेक्स हॉरेस टू अनलॉक द शेफ and to take the jewelry out and hand it over as a fool to the lady. And finally he left the house, leaving everything for the lady to take along with. And this lady, what did she do in return with the man? She informed to the police, and the police caught him successfully because he did a mistake there. He forgot to wear his gloves and he left his fingerprints at many of the places in the room, so which was very helpful for the police to catch him as a thief.